Experiment 540 was the 540 genetic experiment created by Jumbo with hamster's funding. It was designed to produce destructive, typhoon-like winds. 540 and the other first 624 experiments were deactivated and smuggled to Earth by Jumbo during his mission to capture Experiment 626. All of the experiment pods were released and scattered across the island of Kauai, with 540's pod landing on a rooftop weather vane. Lilo and Stitch the series. A breeze caused 540's pod to fall off the weather vane into the roof's rain gutter and roll down into a rain barrel, activating the experiment. 540 then created a powerful typhoon-like wind and produced to destroy the house. Later, 540 blew down some palm trees near Gantu's ship. When Gantu went out to try and capture 540, the latter blew a tree onto Gantu's head. The resulting concussion left him confused and disoriented, which Experiment 625 took great notice, but Gantu still resumed searching for 540. Meanwhile, Lilo decided to temporarily quit experiment hunting after an unfortunate mishap. She then attended Hip Hop Fusion, where she impressed some rich hippie girls by telling falsehoods about her life. When Gantu later came to the school, thinking Lilo was hiding the experiment from him, Lilo tried to cover up the situation by telling the hippie girls that Gantu was her eccentric Uncle Chester, who wasn't quite right in the head. Due to his concussion caused by the blow he took earlier, Gantu believed the lies that Lilo told the hippie girls and ended up thinking that aliens were only figments of his imagination. He then decided to go surfing at the beach. Shortly after, Stitch, dubbed Wenceslas by Lilo, arrived and attempted to tell Lilo about 540's hurricane. The hippie girls initially questioned Stitch's body language, but then assumed he was an exotic pet. Unfazed by their opinion, Stitch tagged along with Lilo and the hippie girls. Later on, Jumbo completely tracked 540 down, where Jumbo tested his latest invention, the plasmatic englobotron, in hopes of catching 540, despite Pleakley's objections. Instead, the ray mutated her into a gigantic monster. After blowing down Jumbo and Pleakley, 540 resumed her rampage. Meanwhile, a delusional Gantu was chilling at the beach, while Ruben tried to tell the former that if he didn't catch 540, Hamster would be furious. However, Gantu ignored Ruben, even after the latter managed to get Hamster on the phone, thinking both were figments of his imagination. Hamster then subtly advised Ruben to kick Gantu in the rear. In doing so, Gantu immediately came to his senses and set off in search of 540. Sometime later, 540 arrived at the Hip Hop Fusion and wreaked havoc with her devastating blast of winds. When the hippie girls grew suspicious, Lilo was forced to lie to them even more. The mutated 540 destroyed a large portion of Kokawa Town until Stitch arrived and, after a long battle, succeeded in putting 540 to sleep by rocking her in his arms while singing a lullaby. This caused the plasmatic englobotron effect to wear off, and 540 shrunk down to her normal size and form. When Gantu then attempted to capture 540 in a container, Stitch drooled menacingly, forcing Gantu to surrender. 540, Chris and Phoon, later found her one true place at the beach, providing gusts of winds for windsurfers. Leroy and Stitch the movie. The first 624 experiments, including Phoon, were rounded up by Leroy and taken to a state and be destroyed. However, Lilo, Stitch, Jumbo, Pleakley, Ruben, and Gantu arrived before the experiments could be destroyed. Phoon participated in the following battle between the experiments and the Leroy clones by creating cyclones that sucked up attacking Leroys and hurled them through the air. However, the Leroy soon gained the upper hand in the battle, but were defeated when Lilo, Stitch, Ruben, and several other experiments performed the song Aloha Oi, which caused the Leroy army to shut down due to a failsafe mechanism. Special abilities. Phoon can create massive wind blasts by sucking up vast amounts of air and blowing it out with enormous force. These blasts can range from a windy day to tornado-powerful blasts capable of devastating buildings and trees. Weaknesses. When applied to rocking and soft music, Phoon falls asleep.
I've never heard of that.
Trivia. In her debut episode, Lilo refers to Phoon as a male, despite Phoon clearly being a female based on her voice and the presence of eyelashes. Phoon is one of the rare experiments to not have black eyes like most experiments, having green eyes instead. Phoon, along with Nozick, Richter, Butter, Splodiad, Gigi, Tank, Shortstuff, Yang, Spike, and one unconfirmed experiments are the only known experiments that are primarily quadrupeds. Phoon's pod color is blue. The experiment pod container describes Phoon as Experiment 540. Primary function, generates devastating wind blasts. In Leroy and Stitch, both Phoon's mutated and normal forms appeared, possibly indicating that she has learned to morph in between the forms. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like, and subscribe to the channel for more Lilo and Stitch videos. And leave a comment down in the comment section with who's your favorite experiment, and which one you'd like to see us do next. Until next time, aloha!